All right. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call a regular meeting of council to order Monday, October 18th, 2021. Approval of the agenda, please. Councillor Norbury.
That the October 18th, 2021 regular council meeting agenda be adopted as presented.
Seconder. Councillor Majinski. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Councillor Howell. Oh, thank you. Adoption of the minutes. 3.1, October 4th, 2021, regular meeting of council minutes. Recommendation, please. Councillor Lehman.
That the Monday, October 4th, 2021, regular meeting of council minutes be adopted as presented.
Seconder. Councillor Kirby. Any errors or omissions? I did find one, Ms. Thompson, on, excuse me, 9.1. The budget variance report states that it was for information or discussion and it was carried. Should that just state that it was for information?
Correct.
Thank you. Any other errors or omissions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Any business arising from the minutes, council? Staff? Thank you. Our delegations this evening had to reschedule. They were unable to attend, so we'll move on to consent agenda. Recommendation, please. Councillor Norbury.
That all items in the October 18th, 2021 consent agenda be moved for information.
Seconder. Councillor Kurkalka. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Any items council would like to lift on the consent agenda? Councillor Kurkalka.
7.3.
7.3 for discussion. Seconder, Councillor Majinski. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Councillor Kurkalka.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion that we have staff reach out to Troy Clifford, provincial president of Ambulance Paramedics of BC, CUPE Local 873 to set up a meeting.
Seconder, Councillor Majinski. Discussion. Was this gentleman not with us on our last meeting? Councillor Kurkalka?
No, this is actually the union.
Oh, okay.
So this isn't Rick Luxer from BCM. They're part of the union. They were at the UBCM and now they're reaching out again to have another meeting in regards to your community to address the paramedic dispatch and ambulance resources. I think it's a great opportunity for some of the concerns we've had come forward. So gives us a chance to talk to the union, maybe see if there's something that we can assist them with, or they can give us better information that we can ask for BCM to maybe look at a different program in Tumbler than the SOC.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Any other items on the consent agenda, council? Councillor Kurkalka.
7.2.
7.2 for discussion. Seconder, Councillor Majinski. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Councillor Kurkalka.
Yeah, so just on that, we have a resident wrote a letter in regards to abusive manner of the right foot on gas pedals, I'm assuming, for vehicles. So I'm just curious, has there been any complaints to bylaw in regards to this?
Ms. Thompson.
Thank you, Member Trent. I will have Chief Curry respond to that.
Worship, councillors, I should say. To date, no, we have not received any noise complaints.
Okay. Councillor Norbury.
Thank you, Mayor Bertrand. You know, when dealing with individuals that have these complaints, my first thing is that I tell them we need to have some sort of report. Either you have to report to the RCMP or to bylaw what's happening, what time's going on, you know, if you can make out a make and a model of a vehicle, because we need, this sort of stuff needs to be targeted, enforced. And when we had our RCMP delegation in, they said they'd be willing to work with us if people figured out times when this was happening, because it's usually repeat offenders. So, you know, to this resident, gotta call the RCMP, make a complaint.
Thank you. I did receive a phone message from Mr. Fenske in regards to this, and I think he was talking about excessive noise. Some of the vehicles in town, whether it be chipped or no mufflers or anything like that. I think that was his initial complaint. I'm not sure, it's not very clear on the letter, but I believe that was his complaint. So I did read over the bylaw, and it does state that we have bylaws for noise made by vehicles without mufflers or at any time of the day. It's not a specific time. So I agree, Councillor Norbury. I think Mr. Fenske should be reporting this to bylaw so we can look into it further. But I do appreciate his letter. Thank you. Any other comments, questions? Okay, and any other items on the consent agenda, Council? Councilor Norbury?
Thank you, Mayor Bertrand. 7.4.
Discussion,
Please.
seconder. Councilor Majinski, all in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Councilor Norbury?
Thank you, Mayor Bertrand. So we have Chamber of Commerce looking for us to give them a letter of support in regards to applying for some grants for local businesses. They have the resolution in front of us, so I'd like to read that. That the District of Tumbler Ridge Council supports the application to NDIT from the District of Tumbler Ridge with administration by the Tumbler Ridge Chamber of Commerce for a grant of up to $20,000 for the business facade improvement program.
Seconder. Councilor Kirby? Discussion? Ms. Thompson, in that motion, it's stating that the District of Tumbler Ridge is applying for this grant. Is that correct?
Thank you, Mayor Bertrand. Yes, sorry, we do support the program, and it does get run through the district, but it is promoted by the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, was it administered by the chamber previously too?
Yes, they submit the billings to us, we verify, and then request the funds from India.
Okay, thank you. Any questions, comments? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. Okay, moving on to bylaws. 8.1. Permissive tax exemption bylaw number 706, 2021. Report dated October 18th, 2021 from the Director of Finance regarding the permissive tax exemption bylaw number 706, 2021. Recommendation, please. Councilor Norbury?
The council adopt the permissive tax exemption bylaw number 706, 2021.
Seconder. Councilor Majinski. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. New business, Fire Services Master Plan. Report dated October 18th, 2021 from the Director of Protective Services regarding the Fire Services Master Plan. I'd like to make a motion to defer this master plan report due to the amount of information it entails. Seconder, Councilor Kirkowka. Discussion? I don't believe we had enough time to really go over this, receiving this on Thursday, so it is a very lengthy report, 126 pages, I think, so I think a little bit more time to review it would be appreciated. Councilor
And
Kirkowka,
we're also missing the delegation part.
to
Fire West
explain.
Consulting was supposed to come and give it an overview.
Right, yep. Okay, any other comments, questions? All in favor? Opposed? Carried, thank you. 9.2, road closure request for Halloween fireworks display. Report dated October 18th, 2021, from the Director of Protective Services, the road closure request for Halloween fireworks display. Ms. Thompson, is there any updates on this, on plans for the fireworks display?
Thank you, Mayor Bertrand. I'll have Chief Curry respond with the implications with the new provincial health order.
Thank you.
Your worship, councillors, so as the CAO alluded to, when this report was first submitted, we were under a different set of restrictions for COVID. On the 16th, the province, or the 15th rather, the province updated and made new restrictions on COVID for specifically outdoor gatherings to limit 100 people, and everybody has to be fully vaccinated. At this time, to limit an outdoor event to that amount, as well as provide all of the manpower necessary to verify fully vaccination status. It's not something that's in our purview, so I'm in favor of postponing the Halloween fireworks again this year, but yeah, I'll let council make that decision.
Thank you. Comments, questions? Councilor
Yeah, I
Kirkowka?
mean, I think Chief Curry's hit it, or to me, it needs to be held back until the mandate from the province is changed with COVID. I mean, how do you make sure everybody's fully vaccinated with the manpower the district has? I don't think that's something we could do.
No. Okay, I'll make the motion to postpone the 2021 Halloween fireworks display. Seconder, Councillor Lehman. Discussion? Again, another disappointment. Hopefully we're going to be done with this COVID soon, but it's very unfortunate. I know a lot of people look forward to this, not only Canada Day, but any time during the year, so it's with regret. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. 9.3, operational update for September-October 2021. Report dated October 18th, 2021 from the Chief Administrative Officer with an operational update for September-October 2021. Recommendation, please. Councillor Lehman.
That the operational update be received for information.
Seconder. Councillor Norburton. Is there anyone that wished to discuss this item? Councillor Kirkowka.
I do, I was prepared to put a motion on, make close to this. Got discussion and everything that's in the report, it all has to do with staffing. So some specific questions to staff.
Now, this is a bit confusing to me, Ms. Thompson. If there's a wish to discuss this item in closed, if we receive this information at the moment, are we still able to bring it to close, bring this report to closed?
Yes, you would be able to.
Just as,
Just a motion to defer to close, or to move to close.
okay. Okay, so if the motion for information is on the floor, wish to discuss in open, we need to defeat it. Okay. All in favor? Opposed? Defeated. Thank you. So I'll make or Councillor Kirkowka, did you want to make a motion? I'll make the motion to move this, or to defer this report to closed item. Seconder. Councillor Majinski. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? All right, schedule of meetings. Any issues or concerns there, council? Ms. Thompson.
Thank you, Mayor Bertrand. Staff would like to note for the 21st at 8 a.m. there is, we do have a special meeting that has been scheduled outside of this, so if you can note it in the scheduled meetings, that would work as well for us.
Yep. Thank you. Okay. Any other items, council? That was all, Ms. Thompson?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any notice of motions this evening? And councillors' business? Any councillors' business this evening? Councillor Majinski?
Thank you, Mayor Bertrand. Last Thursday was the AGM for the Tumbler Mountain Bike Association. So the current board was dissolved and a new one was set up. The current president stepped down to vice president and I stepped into president. We do have two new members as we had lost two due to moving away. So we had filled those positions. So we have one main project coming up for spring hopefully. So we got all winter to hopefully work on this and potentially fundraise some more money and use the current funding as leverage. So we have one big project and hopefully I can help spearhead that.
Awesome. Thank you for doing that. Any other councillors' business? Councillor Kirby?
Thank you, Mayor Bertrand. I sat in on the scholarship committee meeting for the PRRD as your alternate. There were 11 applicants this term we reviewed and all were selected. So it's really good to see that this program is taking off and we're getting to retain nurses in the region.
Excellent.
Also, the TAC meeting was this past week. The only thing of note is that TAC recommends that we're going to go with the visitor guide for 2 years instead of just producing 1 year. It's all within budget, and without attending trade shows, etc., that the 10,000 copies should do us for 2 years. And we've got a lot of photos that have been taken through this last photo shoot, the summer photo shoot, and the winter. So that's going forward.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. Any other councilors' business? I had a couple meetings, one with the Partnership Agreement Socioeconomic Analysis Committee. That went fairly well. And the one I'd like to really recognize is the first mayor and chiefs meeting. It went very well. It was supposed to be in person last Friday, but due to the restrictions, it went to Zoom. I thought it was an excellent opportunity for all of us to sit down and really create a new roundtable. And it was very productive. It was really nice to see everybody wanting to work together as well. So we all consider each other neighbors, and rightfully so. We should be consulting on a lot more. So on all different aspects. So it was a really good meeting, and look forward to the next one. And I have PRD this week, board meeting as well. Oops. Any other councilors' business? Okay. Question and answer period. Ms. Thompson, did you receive any questions?
I have none that were submitted by, or requested by me.
Thank you. Okay, resolution to closed. Move that the meeting be closed to the public in accordance with the Community Charter, Section 91, C, E, G, and J as follows. C, labor relations or other employee relations. E, the acquisition, disposition, or expropriation of land or improvements if the council consider that disclosure could reasonably be expected to harm the interests of the municipality. Litigation or potential litigation affecting the municipality, and information that is prohibited or information that if it were presented in a document would be prohibited from disclosure under Section 21 of the Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act. Seconder, Councillor Lehman. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. 10-minute recess, please. I don't think so because as soon as you do the information.